Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing my very first cash envelope stuffing video and I am so stinking excited. I kind of have a lot to talk about while I do this, so let's, I guess, get started. Just real quick, today we are stuffing $800 and I will tell you all about that because that is not going to be happening a lot here. Also, I got this tray on Amazon, I think, or Mercari. I'm pretty sure Amazon, so I'll link it below if I find it that I did. Another thing as well is I did pull cash out for groceries, but we went grocery shopping last night, and so that is already in the cash envelope, so we won't really be stuffing that envelope, if that makes sense. Okay, so I use the Moterm A7 size wallet. Got on Amazon. I will also link this down below. I'm gonna move that just a little bit. I have cash envelopes here, as well as this little A7 pocket for my change because I just don't feel like there's a lot of room in this. Now, I kind of feel weird doing a little bit of a review on this, but I don't really care for this pen thing right here. I feel like it kind of adds to the thickness when you close your binder. It kind of gets in the way, so I might actually cut that off, but I haven't decided. Also, I feel like this is a little bit unnecessary. It's pretty thick and there's only 3 slots on one side. I wish there were more because I did have to put some cards tucked in these pockets on both sides because it got a little bulky here. So yeah, these are, I will link these cash wallets below, or these cash envelopes in the description. I just have groceries, food, fun, gas, one for my daughter, and then to put receipts in for my Fetch app. If you don't know what Fetch Rewards is, a lot of people do, but if you don't, it's an app that you essentially scan your receipts from whatever store, gas station, restaurant, and you get points in return for the receipt and or what you purchase. Some items they have a special on every week, different items that you can get a lot of points for. You can give out your referral code, which I will include in the description, and pop in a picture here with my code. And when you sign up and scan a receipt, you get a few thousand, 2,000 to 4,000 or something, and then I also get some points for you using my referral code. So please go ahead and sign up if you haven't. It's really fun because you turn in your points for gift cards. How freaking cool is that? So when Christmas time comes around, or birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, you know, things like that, and you need a last minute gift, you can turn in your points on this app for gift cards. Like free, basically. Not really, but you know. So I do have a little folder, or I mean cash envelope here that says receipts that I do keep them in after I go to the store, so I know to scan those. Okay, let's get moving. So now, like I said, we did already use some of our grocery budget money. I budgeted $250, and I did use some of it for like household items, so I will probably deduct that from a household envelope to replenish the grocery budget. But we actually purchased frozen dinner meals through a service called Beehive Meals. It's local to Utah only, unfortunately. We don't live in Utah, but we have family that does, and we will have them or whatever buy us meals and then bring them home with us. And then that's what we planned for dinners. You just throw them in the crock pot and dinner's basically done. So for this pay period, we didn't really need to buy a lot of groceries, I guess, because we already have dinners planned out for the next 2 weeks. But we still needed other things like milk, applesauce, bread, lunch meat, things like that. So we went ahead and went to the grocery store. So I made these budget sheets on my own in Canva. So this is kind of what I'm going to go through. So this is what I'm going to kind of go over with the sinking funds. The hard part about this being my very first cash envelope stuffing video is that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how much to allocate to each category. I don't know if these categories are good categories to have for sinking funds, if they're bogus. But essentially, I took what I felt like was most important that we needed, and then I just allocated the rest based on what we had left over. So we're doing 100 for gas, and this is for both cars. So we'll do 50 for mine, 50 for my husband. I did just fill up my car, and so I will just hold on to that 50 in case we need it for either car, I guess. I do have a budget of $500 for Christmas, and I want to be done saving by October so that come November, Black Friday sales and things like that, I have my Christmas envelope stuffed. Hair, my husband does need a haircut soon, and based on previous charges to our account, I decided to set aside some money for that ahead of time. We do want to get our emergency fund started. We don't have one at all, and so I felt like we could put at least 100 there. Cart maintenance, I did 50 because we are needing to replace our windshield. And then the rest, I think, was about 113. Oh, I forgot to say the vacation, 100 to vacation. We are going on a trip with my family in August, and our portion of the Airbnb is due in August, and so we're allocating a certain amount each month to pay my mom back for our portion of the Airbnb. So the 113 is what I had left, and I just divvied that up between the remainder. And as we move forward, I will get a feel for what envelopes we need, don't need, and maybe increase the amounts, don't increase the amounts, etc. But this sheet right here is really just a practice sheet, trying to get a feel for all of our bills and cash envelopes, and just seeing if I can fit everything on one paper before I kind of finalize and print out more. So I'm going to go ahead and write down the amounts that we're putting in each, and I will be right back. Okay, so I only have 113, and I put down 120 in tens. So I know one of them will only be getting probably $3. So I just need to decide that, but let's go ahead and get it. So we'll stuff these ones first, and then I will just put a check mark by it. So groceries, we did $250. I pulled out 150 in cash yesterday, so we will do 100 and just throw that in there. And this is to get us through the next couple of weeks. So we have 51, 10, 15, 20. So we have 120. And again, I did buy some household items with the grocery money yesterday, so I will just take that out of the envelope in the future and replenish it somehow. Eating out, we did get pizza last night, and my husband used some money from his wallet. So this might be the one that I allocate just the $3 to. But I will wait till the end for that. Fun, I am going to use that as my own personal envelope, and that will be $10. So I will go ahead and fold that up and put that in here. And that is just for me to spend whenever, however I want to. And I feel like $10 is a pretty good amount, nothing super expensive. So I will put a check mark there. My husband is also getting $10, but he doesn't want a cash envelope. He just wants me to hand him his money. So I'm going to set that aside to make sure he gets that. So for gas, we are doing 100. So I'm going to do 50 for me, 50 for my husband, but I'm probably going to keep his in an envelope. So I have my gas envelope here, but I also have one in this that I made a long time ago. Yeah. So I made this envelope that says gas. So I'm going to go ahead and stick his $50 in there, and then when he needs it, I will just give it to him, send it to work with him. My daughter is getting 10 as well, so I will just do a $10 bill. I'm trying not to show her name on here just out of respect for her privacy. And then receipts, coins. Okay, so we are done with that. Just because she is young, and yeah, I want her to be able to decide if she wants to be on the channel. So, okay, so I have me, and then gas. I need to put those wallet envelopes somewhere on here. Okay, so this I've mentioned before in a video. This is my like high priority binder. I kind of like to keep high priority, low priority in like one place. So for our emergency fund, we are doing $100, and because that is just gonna sit in here, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a $100 bill and put it in here. Groceries, I can probably get rid of that envelope since I carry it in my wallet now. Probably take that one out as well. Christmas is getting 62, so we'll do 20, 40, 60, 1, and 2. We're hoping to have $500 for Christmas. I may change that as these envelopes. I never know which direction they open. I may change that up as we get closer or over the summer, because I do know that last year we didn't include food in our Christmas budget, which is why I changed our whole budget from $300 last year to $500 this year, because I'm hoping that extra $200 will kind of cover the expense of any Christmas dinners, Christmas parties, things like that. We go to stocking stuffers, things like that. So, okay, we've got Christmas, emergency fund, vacation is getting 100, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the full $100 bill. This is for our family trip that we are taking in August, and we will pay my mom our portion when that is due. So, eating out, I do have that in a different envelope, so I will take that one out. Car maintenance is getting 50. Our goal for this is about $300. We were quoted $250 to replace the windshield, but I probably should save a bit extra just to be safe. Medical, we're doing 10. I do need to get a new crown on my tooth, and our insurance is only paying like 20%, so I have to save up quite a bit for that, so we'll go ahead and just do that for now. Business, that's an envelope I need to figure out what I want to do with. And then I do have an envelope called bank deposit. I don't know if you can see that with my husband's name behind, that I will, whenever I get to a point where I need to exchange some bills for bigger bills, I'll take the smaller bills back into the bank and deposit it. So I wanted an envelope for that. And then my husband's envelope and my daughter's, which is behind. I do have plans for her envelope as far as like building a savings for her. She is the first, well, not the first girl in our family, but my niece and my daughter are the same height. And so we won't really be getting hand-me-downs anymore. So I will need to start buying her clothes in the future. And I want to make an envelope for that. I wrote it down, want to make an envelope for haircuts for her and a few other things. So there you go. Okay, so this red binder is my low priority binder. I do plan on getting one more binder, maybe two for a few other things, because these are chocked full and these envelopes have all been used up, and I still have more envelope ideas. Whenever I watch people's budget videos, I typically just watch what type of sinking fund envelope category ideas they have, and I write down the ones that I'm like, oh, that would be so good. Oh, that's such a smart one. Like, I really need an envelope like that. So I'll write down the ideas and then I make one. So I do have a list of growing cash envelope ideas. So there you go. Okay, so month ahead is getting $10. Also, I'm so sorry if I'm all over the place. This is my first cash stuffing video. And I've never done this before. Okay. Family photos. I do want to start getting family pictures taken, and those typically cost a few $100s. So I'm going to start saving up for that. So I'll put 10 in there. Okay. Beauty hair, like I said, my husband's getting a haircut soon, so I will do 25 in that envelope, and when he's ready, he can take that cash with him to get it done. Birthdays are getting 10. I spent a lot of money on my daughter's birthday in January, and I just really love birthdays. I'm big on birthdays and they're important to me, so I want to start building up a fund for them. So I'll just go ahead and put the 10 in there. Anniversary next year, my husband and I are hitting 10 years, and we are probably going to go on a trip, so we need to start saving some money to take with us. So we'll go ahead and put $10 in there. Holidays, this is for any holiday activities like around Christmas time, if we want to go see Christmas lights somewhere, or like around Easter here where we live, they have baby animal days. So a local farm ranch holds a weekend event where people bring their baby animals, and you buy tickets to go and you see the baby animals, kind of like a zoo, and they've got fun rides and foods and things, and it's always around Easter, and I want to start saving up for holiday activities like that. I don't really have a goal in mind for some of these less important envelopes, but I do feel like a little bit goes a long way. So gifts is next, and of course it's also getting $10. I'm pretty much putting $10 in all of these because like I said, I wasn't sure what amount per envelope is really a good idea until we kind of get into this cash envelope stuffing thing. I do like to buy gifts for family members, birthdays, you know, graduations. We've got a nephew who is getting baptized into our church in the next month, and I want to get him a gift for that. So I'll probably use this, which is great that I now have it. Decor. I love decor. I love decorating my house for holidays and seasons and things like that. And so I figure starting a decor envelope would really help my Target runs. So all I have left is ones, and so I am just going to take 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So see, I have 3 left. And that will probably go in the eating out envelope since we did already purchase pizza last night. And then this last envelope, these last 2 envelopes I have is a $1 challenge, which is where I will take rollover money from these envelopes. If I have any ones left over by next paycheck, I'll put them in this. And then at the end of the year, I'll kind of see how many ones I've saved. And then this is something new that I have here in my wallet. I made this myself on Canva. It's just a 50 envelope challenge. It's super intimidating to me, but I really want to try it sometime. I just don't know when I'm going to implement that, because the reason this video is kind of coming up so late, the reason I haven't done anything, cash stuffing, budgeting, anything like that since January, is because my husband's job cut his pay. And it has been very difficult. We've had to completely redo our budget and decide what is important. That's why I kind of did low numbers, like $10 on all of these, because, you know, I may have to not get any decor for my home this month if I need $10 for gas or groceries or, you know, medical emergency or something like that. And, you know, just with prices soaring, I really just kind of want to get it together for us. And yeah, so that's why I haven't really done any budgeting videos since January, because my husband's pay was cut. I've also got an interview for a job here at a local company next week that I am hoping hires me. I really don't want to, because then I will have to keep my daughter in daycare, and I don't want to keep paying for daycare. But I do know that if I take one paycheck a month to daycare and the other one can come home with us, it will kind of help offset that financial loss from my husband's job, at least for the next little while, without going into too many details, but that's kind of the situation. And then, yeah, so that is it. That was my very first cash stuffing video ever. We didn't have a ton of bills due this paycheck. My husband had a lot of commission on his paycheck, which is why we were able to stuff so much, essentially. But this probably won't happen again for a long time. And so I wanted to stuff as much as I could. And that was the other thing. When I wrote down how much we had left over, the 800, and then I wrote down, you know, all of these, the 250 and the 100 and the 100, all this, and I came to the conclusion we would only have 450 to stuff. I kind of felt embarrassed in a way, like, wow, this is so stupid to be stuffing $450. Like, who does that? Like, that's such a tiny amount. No one would want to watch that video. But I have seen videos on YouTube where people cash stuff that's like for a less amount, like $200-300, and they do it anyway, and that's okay. We stuff cash at different amounts, and there's nothing wrong with it. But I think, you know, even like in my food envelope, there's only $3 in here, but that's $3 more than I had yesterday, right? So I think it's okay. And I'm coming to the realization that no matter the amount, we need to start saving, and we need to start telling our money where to go. And it's really, really, really important to me that we get going, especially now that my husband's pay has been cut. That's kind of been the big eye-opening thing for us. So anyway, this is a super long video, and gold star if you've stayed until the very end. I hope to be doing more of these in the future, and I'm really excited about them. I'm really excited to stick to a budget, to cash spend instead of swiping cards, and hopefully we can really start a journey of becoming debt-free. So please comment down below any thoughts, questions, or words of encouragement. Honestly, this is kind of nerve-wracking for me to be this open and honest about our situation, but I know that there's a community out there who would be more than happy to rally behind us as we get on our feet. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.